BBC Radio Ken's Drive Time with Dominic King. Celebrity Scoop.
Today on The Scoop, we continue our Actors Week by looking at the very successful West End production of Beautiful, the Carole King musical based on the early life and career of the legendary singer-songwriter. Starring in the lead role, the Olivier Award-winning Katie Brayben and theatre, television and film actor Glynis Barber. Welcome to you both. Hello.
Hi. Thank you. Hi.
I want to be a songwriter, Mom. It's not practical. Girls don't write music. One fine day, you'll look at me.
Katie, first, congratulations. Best Actress in a Musical at this year's Olivier Awards. That must feel good.
Yeah, it feels surreal. Actually, it's I'm still in shock. I can't believe Sunday actually happened. It was wonderful.
What was your immediate reaction? And tell us what it was like that evening.
Well, we had to perform. We opened the Oliviers, which was scary enough. Yeah, very, very scary. And then to basically my lovely friend and colleague in the show, Lorna won Best Supporting Actress in a Musical, we're both basically just incredibly thrilled for the show, very proud of the show and of the rest of the cast and everyone who works on it, because those awards represent everyone who works on the shows. We were just talking about how audiences have been incredible, haven't they, Glynis?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just to be in a show where, people are laughing and enjoying themselves is just very uplifting. It makes our job so much easier, because you go in and it's just absolutely wonderful to play to audiences who are having a great time.
Glynis, you have plenty of theatre experience, but am I right, this is one of the first musicals you performed in?
It is the only musical, and I wouldn't say I perform in it, because I don't sing, I have to tell you. I have the only non-singing part, which is a good thing, trust me.
I bet that's not true. I bet we could get a song out of it.
She sings in the wings.
I'm quite good in the wings, actually. Yes, I sing the entire rendition of everything in the wings, yeah.
But you play Ginny Klein, Carole Klein, or King's mum.
Yes.
And there's a great line, isn't there? It's not practical. Girls don't write music. Does that kind of sum up that relationship at the early part?
Well, it does, because, Carole, at the age of 16, wanted to be a songwriter in 1950s Brooklyn. And so her mother, quite rightly, who was a very creative woman, and actually, I think, created a great environment for Carole to fulfill the talent that she had. However, being a mother, she's practical, because she tells her to become a teacher, because how on earth are you going to make a living? You're not going to make a living being a female songwriter at this moment of time in the world. And then, of course, Carole goes to defy all the odds and to do just that, which was, at the age of 16, and with her partner, romantic plus work partner, Jerry Goffin, by the age of 17, she had written Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow, and had a huge, huge hit.
Tonight you're mine completely.
Prediction.
What is it?
We're going all the way.
Number one.
Will you love me?
And it is these songs, isn't it, that just, you cannot quite believe the amount of music that has come from Carole King's fingertips.
It's extraordinary, and we're just saying it's amazing that that's all in this show, that all those songs, Up on the Roof, Some Kind of Wonderful, these songs that she wrote with Jerry Goffin, but then also all of the songs from Tapestry that we know, like So Far Away and Natural Woman, they're all in this show. It's kind of remarkable.
And to be honest, until I read the script, and I think this is the experience of most of the audience, actually. I mean, we all thought that Carole King's life began with Tapestry, and what I didn't realise is that, she had this genius partner, Jerry Goffin, who wrote the words, and she wrote the music, and they really were sort of the Cole Porter and Gershwin of their day. I mean, they were the most genius songwriters, and that they wrote all these songs together, and they'd all been huge hits with other people, before they were done on Tapestry. And I had absolutely no idea that Carol had had this long songwriting career before she actually became a singer. And I think that's quite enlightening to a lot of people.
Katie, when you took on the role of Carole King back in February, were you nervous about the reaction?
I was nervous about obviously taking on the role, because it's a big role and it's a lot of responsibility. But as for the reaction, I don't think it's something that you can think about. It sounds bizarre, but you just have to do the work and do the best job that you can do. And I'm so lucky that I get to work with this incredible cast every night, and they really are the stars of the show, I have to say.
It's a big cast, isn't it, as well?
It's a big cast, and within the story you've got the Drifters, the Shirelles, the Righteous Brothers, these amazing sort of performers of their time, and they're being interpreted by our cast, and they are just sensational.
But Carole King came to see you perform Beautiful, didn't she, Katie? What was that like, and what did she say to you? I've seen some of the video where she arrives on stage, but what's she actually saying in your ear?
Oh, she was just being lovely, really lovely. And I think we were both I was incredibly honoured to meet her, and very moved, and she seemed quite moved as well. I think it must be very bizarre for her to see her story being told.
You didn't know she was in the room, did you?
No,
you didn't know she was in the theatre?
I didn't know, and I'm so glad I didn't, because I wouldn't have been able to do it. I don't think it would have been too much for me to play her while she was in the audience. So it was a huge shock when she came out on stage.
Well, she came to our press night, which literally turned out to be an incredibly magical night. And I know, even for me, not even playing Carole King, I can tell you it will definitely go down as one of the best nights in my life. And Katie didn't know she was in the audience. I had heard at the last minute that she was, but what none of us knew was that when we completed our curtain call, that Carole King was going to walk on stage, and she gave a speech. She actually gave a little speech about Jerry Goffin, because he only died in the middle of last year, and he had seen the show on Broadway, and she was saying that he actually was very proud of it and he really liked it. But it was the first time she'd spoken about it, I think, since he'd actually died. So that was really, really moving. And then we all sang with Carol. We sang.
How cool!
Yes, so
cool.
We all sang with Carole King, and we were all crying. We all had tears coming down our face the entire time she was on stage. So it was absolutely magical.
Katie Brayben, Glynis Barber, thanks for being with us. And Glynis, I promised my wife I would not do this on the radio, but I can't help myself. I had such a crush on Makepeace. I'm sorry, I can't help myself.
Listen, tell your wife to call me, and we'll talk about this. We'll get you over this, okay?
Yeah, therapy is needed. Thank you so much, guys. It's lovely to talk to you, and continued success with the Carole King musical.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
How embarrassing, eh? Beautiful, the Carole King musical is now playing at the Aldridge Theatre through until February the 13th, 2016. And in the last few moments, which is just brilliant, Glynis Barber, via their special tweet, Dempsey and Makepeace, which is at DempMake, have just tweeted that they were both going to be on the show, her and her co-star, Katie Brayben, which is lovely. It's BBC Radio Ken.